Hello everyone, this is Bunny Says, and we're back. We're here playing another episode of Cinderella Phenomenon, and we chose Fritz's route. And from what I remember, we bumped into Varg in the town, and Delora, I guess, well, somebody threw a bottle, made a sound, and Varg ran off. And we saw an interaction between Sir Alcaster and Varg, in which Sir Alcaster was commanding him to do stuff. But somebody threw a bottle, he ran off, and we escaped to go back to Fritz's home. Now, and Waltz showed up and were talking to us, and we had a little conversation, and but Delora and I, Lucette, that is, I've decided to go back to Fritz's house. He doesn't have a palace; he has a house, and yeah, okay, that's it. Yeah, okay. Now, okay, yeah, that's it. All right, so. Let's start from there. And what is hold on, wasn't there something that just happened? No, okay, I guess not. Oh, what? Well, where, what happened? Oh, pressed the button. Oh, wow, oh, whoa, Varga, okay. Varga caught us apparently. Okay. Sorry about that. Apparently, we had a little flash forward. We had a vision of the future. Okay. Our trip back to the Leverton home is silent. Delora has reverted to her doll form. Oh. I hold her close to my chest. Both of us are quiet, and I am lost in my own thoughts. I wonder what questions Delora has that I could possibly help her with. Delora. Princess. We speak at the same time. Oh, okay. Alright, you first. Or not. I'll go first then. I want to apologize. Now this is Delora. Don't look so surprised. I can admit when I'm wrong. That's a lesson you need to learn too, but that's for another day. I know you've been working to break the curse. And I know you've been putting a lot of effort into it. And I know why it will be difficult for you to accomplish 3 good deeds. I want you to know that I do want you to succeed, Princess. Most of the time it doesn't feel that way. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have cursed you if I didn't think you were capable of overcoming it, Lucette. I truly believe you will break your curse. We turn onto the path that leads to the Leverton home. I pause to squint at the oddly shaped shadow by the doorway. I quickly slip off the road to behind the nearest obstacle. Oh, okay, that's Varg. It's dark, but is that... Delora has not seen what I have. She keeps talking. More to the point, you must break your curse. It's vital that you do as soon as possible. There's a very good reason why Oh, okay. I slap my hand over her mouth to muffle her. Oh, okay. I've only just managed to hide her when the shadow moves. The moonlight glints off his mask for just an instant, but it is enough. It's Varg. He starts to turn in my direction. Oh, okay, wait a minute. That's what was going on here. Should I move back or stay still? Wait, if I move, he'll see me, won't he? Won't he catch the movement? But if I stay still, if I stay still, he'll just come towards us and see us. I'm gonna move back, just in case. I don't know. My first response is to back up the way I'd come. Varg takes a single step forward. I freeze in place, holding Delora tightly. The speed he moves at is unbelievable. One moment he is at the front door, the next he is only a few meters away. Okay, so that was a waste of time. What do we have here? But just as he starts to come closer, my luck changes. Suddenly the clouds move. An almost unnaturally black shadow falls over me. Please, please. There's nothing here, nothing. Go away. He stands there unmoving for what feels like a lifetime. But eventually he turns away. Oh, so he didn't see her. Okay. Oh, I thought he did for a second. I watch as he walks back to the Leverton home, slipping around the side and disappearing from sight. I run back to the plaza, but Waltz and Karma are no longer there. What do I do now? Go back to the machine. What else? Delora. Not even a thank you? Delora pops her head out of my pocket, shaking out her hair. I just moved some clouds and played with some shadows to keep us hidden from a crazy masked man, but, you know, I do that all the time. Oh, what was her? Oh, it was Delora. Okay, that was you? Well, it wasn't the wind. I had no idea she had such power. Voice. Well, hello there. I whirl around, once again keeping my hands over Delora to hide her from sight. Varg. Oh, he did. Oh, this guy's everywhere. Why, if it isn't the Crown Princess herself. I thought I saw you back there. Thought it was a trick of the light at first. Why would a good little princess be out at this time of night? Good thing I trusted my instincts enough to come back. Where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself. He sweeps into a deep, elegant bow. I'm Varg, Sir Alcaster's humble servant. He's told me about your issues. He's asked me to keep an eye on you, make sure you're safe. I already have a personal knight. No? Could have fooled me. Haven't seen him around, have you? Fritz. Looks like he's slacking off to me. Fritz is not slacking off, he's just under the influence of an extremely potent sleeping potion and is unable to wake up. Also, he could sneak out. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Delora gave him the sleeping potion so they could sneak out, yeah. This is all my fault. Varg. A crown princess shouldn't have to make up excuses for her knight, don't you think? Sounds like he's pretty incapable. Varg approaches, then holds out his arm. I'll escort you back. I stare at his arm but do not take it. Varg tilts his head to the side. I cannot read his expression through his mask. Don't you trust me, princess? No. What were you expecting? Wasn't expecting you to be honest. I thought princesses were meant to be shy and sweet all the time. You know, like Emmeline. I am not Emmeline. So I'm learning. Varg reaches out and grabs my hand. He places it in the crook of his arm with a smug smile. Let's go. I can do nothing but follow as he forces me along. I do not appreciate being dragged. And I don't like waiting around for something that's not going to happen. This is for your own safety, princess. He flashes an almost predatory smile at me, his teeth startlingly bright in the darkness. He says he is meant to keep me safe, but I feel like he's going to devour me. Okay, we're back at our room. The guest bedroom back at Fritz's house. I'm still shaking when I return to my room in the Leviton home. I have already heard Varg leave the house, but I am not convinced the lock on the front door will keep him out. Delora. Well, that was exciting. Delora is in a human form, by the way. Are you alright? I cannot show weakness. Not now, not ever. I am fine. Delora. I never knew there was a back door to this place. Pretty convenient for sneaking past your guard dog, isn't it? Wonder how Varg knew that door existed. Hey, chin up. You do well back there. He wouldn't have seen me if I hadn't moved. Oh, I shouldn't have moved. There's nothing you could have done. He already seems to be an accomplished tracker. But nothing. If anything, this was my fault for not being able to protect you. I do not know why I am so afraid of Varg. He works for Sir Alcaster. He wouldn't hurt me. Lucette. She has that look again. Is it because of her suspicions of Sir Alcaster? Or because she suspects that Varg is serving the witches? Alcaster mentioned Sir Mithros before, but I have no idea how he plays into any of this. Delora. No point worrying about it now. We're not going to get answers just by staring at the wall. Might as well get some sleep. What aren't you telling me, Delora? An awful lot, Lucette. And I'm not going to tell you anything until tomorrow morning, so go to bed. I do not think I'll be able to sleep tonight unless... Delora? Yes? It is strange because I had thought that I'd outgrown this tendency, but I used to do this all the time. Can I hold you until I fall asleep? I think I see a glimmer of a smile on Delora's face. Of course. Oh. There she is, back in her little doll form. I grab Delora and hold her against my chest. Her weight and shape are familiar and comforting. When I was in the palace, hugging my dolls made me feel like I wasn't alone. Sweet dreams, Lucette. Okay. What? Okay, there's a man speaking. There's darkness and it just says man. My queen. That voice, it's familiar. Fate, and the traitors approach. Mother. The tannenbaum grows weaker. Mother. Man, you will prevail. You are far stronger, far more beautiful. Mother, enough. My beauty is irrelevant. The tide of the war is turning. We must consider our options. But Your Majesty, if I must wait for my revenge, then I will. What will you do? As my queen commands. My faithful student. You will be rewarded for your loyalty. And the traitor will be damned for his betrayal. Believe in me. Believe in us. We will be victorious. The humans and the traitors will pay. Wait, so that guy was having a conversation with Lucette's mother? She was dead. I sit up in bed, my heart pounding. I can't remember. The details of the dream are already fading from my mind, but the dread still hangs in my chest like a dark, heavy cloud when she was dreaming. It must have been a nightmare. Well, I guess we supposedly are supposed to believe she was dreaming. Oh. Princess. It's Fritz. I turn and see Fritz standing in the doorway, his eyes filled with concern. I didn't mean to. I heard you and I. Are you okay? Fritz. Maybe it is the stress of what happened with Frog. Maybe it is the nightmare I just woke from, or maybe it is the relief of seeing a familiar face. But suddenly there are tears in my eyes. Princess. Fritz. Oh. He's hugging her. Then suddenly, Fritz's arms are around me, and I am pressed close to his warm chest. I can hear his heartbeat. Fritz. Do you want to talk about it? Should I tell him or not say anything? Well, I'll tell him. I've always been. He seems to be like our only our only friend. So. Well, wait a minute. What am I telling him about the dream, or am I telling him about Varg from last night? Okay, I'm going to tell him. I cannot remember it clearly, but I believe it was a nightmare. Oh, okay, she's going to tell him about the dream. I can remember Mother's voice, the cruel, wicked contempt of her voice. It was terrible. A sudden coldness slides over my body, making me shiver despite Fritz's best efforts. Still, he does not slip away, and his closeness once again comforts me after some time. He is so warm. You know, Princess, I'm glad I could comfort you this time, even if I was never able to before. How did you know I had nightmares? It was on my night patrols. Sometimes I would pass by your door and hear you. You never said anything. Fritz runs his hand through my hair, his touch gentle and comforting. It was never my business, personal night or not. I figured that if you ever needed to tell anyone, I'd be there for you. I only know time is passing because of the shifting shadows in my room. No. And too soon the room brightens with the dawn of a new day. I feel safe. I had forgotten Delora was with me, but now she squirms subtly in my grasp. A small flutter of motion that doesn't even catch Fritz's eye. Oh, I forgot about her too, actually. She's standing right there watching us. Well, whatever. Fritz, When Fritz moves away, I quickly hide Delora behind me. Why are you smiling at me like that? It's just nice to know that some things don't change. What? Oh, Princess. You didn't have any of the tea I served yesterday, did you? The tea that we slipped the potion into. Now that he's brought it up, I have no idea what to say. I manage a weak shrug of my shoulders and shake my head, telling him that I did not. You should really try it sometime. I haven't slept so well in a long time. I feel remarkably refreshed. I feel Delora shaking behind me, and I could tell that she's trying not to laugh. I pinch her arm. Sure. He lets go of me and stands up. Speaking of tea, it's actually time for breakfast, but we'll pass on the tea today. Did I ever tell you about the best bakery in Engel? No, I think you told me about the best. Baker. Oh, but Princess, they're two different things. There are all kinds of shops in the town plaza. Two different things. The baker makes the best croissant, but the bakery, well, I'll show you. But first, I'll let you get changed. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out what he was talking about. Oh, he was talking about a baker in the bakery. Delora. Hey, Princess. Fritz might be fine, but his father is clearly not. Be careful today. Are you not coming with us? I'm going to stay here and see what I can dig up when no one else is looking. Lucette. I've never heard her say my name so seriously before. Lucette, I mean it. Be careful and stay safe. If Vog shows up when we're not here. You too, Delora. Be careful. Much to my surprise, she sinks into a polite curtsy, as the princess commands. Chapter 5, Revelations. A week has passed and my days have been uneventful. I spend most of my time with Fritz, who shows me around Engel every day that he is able. Most of the time I actively try to keep him out of the Leverton home, so that Delora can continue her investigation. Apparently this is the only way she will let me help. At least she promised she'd tell me everything tonight. Well? This is a little hard to explain. This is Delora talking. This is a little hard to explain, but Alcaster is hiding something. Delora, I already knew that. You didn't let me finish. When I say something, I mean everything. There are no clues here. Wait, before you throw that pillow at me. I really do have to tell you something. I know how Varg knew we'd left to go back to the Marchen. Somebody put wards on this house. That somebody is alerted whenever someone crosses the threshold in and out of this place. Is that person a witch? Could be a fairy, but considering the circumstances, I'll put my money on a witch. Do you think Varg put up these wards? He's working for the witches, but I don't think he has the ability to put up these wards. The wards are nothing like I've ever seen. They're like fine silk strands all around the house. Like a cobweb. Right. But you know what else I found? The web's not as strong around the back door. The door Varg took us through. That means we have a way out. A way out that will allow us to leave without Varg being notified. I do not think he will appear unless the witch who put the webs around this house finds out I'm gone. How do we know the witch won't be alerted if we use that door? Only one way to find out. That's a little risky. I lean against the wall of the alleyway where I'd agreed to meet with Delora and catch my breath. Now we're on the town, in the town plaza. I can't believe that worked. She had sent me out first, promising she would catch up with me once she made sure the witch wasn't going to come to the Leverton household when I left. Fritz said that he was tired from all the training he had done earlier in the day and retired to bed early. That worked in our favor and made it easier for us to leave the home. She's taking longer than I thought she would. Has she been found out? I step away from the wall when I hear footsteps. Delora? No. It's Varg. What have I told you about wandering off? Suddenly Varg is standing before me with a snide smile on his face. How did he know? Delora said he couldn't be the witch that put up the wards. Now wait a minute. Does he have to be the one that put up the wards to be alerted? Okay, well, we have a choice here. Back away or stand our ground? Well, backing away isn't going to do anything. Remember, she said he moved unbelievably fast. So, it's not like we're going to be able to run away. Might as well stand our ground. He works for Sir Alcaster. He won't hurt me. Oh, yeah. Okay. I do not know how the witch plays into all of this, and what his relationship is with them, but I have faith. Sir Alcaster does not want me harmed. Oh, this is a surprise. Who knew a sheltered little princess would have a backbone? But in this case, your bravado is stupidity. Varg takes another step forward. Though we are not touching, I can feel the suffocation of his presence. I attempt to take a step back and realize that my back is already against the wall. I wouldn't be able to move away anyway. There is nothing more I can do. You should be afraid of me. Poor little ignorant princess. If only you knew what was in store for you. Now is no time to be a coward. Why don't you tell me then? Fog throws its head back and laughs. You are always a surprise, aren't you? Well, I'll tell you if you ask. Very nicely. How dare he? I like that defiant look in your face, princess. Fog moves forward so close, I can nearly feel his warmth. What is he doing? It's far too close. But I think I like the look of I think I like the look of fear even more. Come on, I'm waiting, princess. Or do I overwhelm you? You have no right to tell me what to do. Varg slams his hand against the wall, effectively caging me in. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got us strapped up against the wall. He leans down toward me, his smile predatory, but I do not flinch away. Still so brave. I'll admit it, I'm impressed. You're interesting, princess, and a lot more fun than I thought you'd be. As thanks for the entertainment, I'll share a little something with you. Alcaster doesn't want you safe because he's a good man. The type of man he is doesn't have a heart. That man won't do anything that won't benefit him in the future. What do you mean? Let's just say your safety is a requirement for something he wants from someone. Who? Oh, wait. Who? Wait. Is that someone, Sir Methros? Varg's eerie smile stretches further across his face. Oh, so you can't think for yourself. What does Sir Methros want? A lot of things. Ask me again when you could be more specific. Now, why don't you enlighten me? What's a good girl like you doing out at this time of night? I needed some air. Is that so? Well, I'm sure you've had quite enough, so... Varg pulls back from me the moment the footsteps sound. He swivels on the spot, his body tense. I feel a hand on my shoulder and realize belatedly that it is not Varg's. I am pulled away from his grasp. Who do we have here? Oh, it's Waltz. Waltz. Quickly. What? Varg is cut off as he defends himself with when a sword suddenly strikes at his direction. Oh. It's Karma. I would keep your eyes on me, scoundrel, unless you do not fear being skewered. That man. That's right. Oh, she doesn't know he's Karma. Okay. That man, he was the one who was with Waltz when I was chased on the streets. His features are familiar. Is that... Karma? Come on, Lucette. But... we need to get you back to the Marchen. You're not going anywhere, princess. Man, Try as you might, you're not getting through me. I have to fight you clowns? Don't make me laugh. I see Vog left his cane, but Waltz pulls me around the corner before I can see what happens next. Whoa. The hell was that? What just happened? Did Vog... I turn around to check, but Waltz keeps pulling me forward. I've barely even stepped into the marchand before Delora pulls me into a hug. Okay, thank goodness you're safe. Okay, let's, this is getting on longer than, yeah, it's getting on past 30 minutes. Let's stop here. I'm gonna stop the file here, but I'm gonna keep going, so we're just gonna continue straight on. So, let's break this up, and, thank you for listening, and just, stay tuned. Stay right there, and I'll be right back.